Hi, my name's Brooke and this is Pippa, and we travel full-time out of my 2004 Honda CRV, and we've been on the road almost a year now. Today we're talking about something super exciting while Pippa takes a nap and it's gonna be my favorite apps I use on the road. I have 12 that I want to mention, and I'll try to bookmark them so you guys can skip through if you just want to see which apps they are. I'll try to make it quick and easy, but I do use a fair amount of apps to help me on my travels, and I wanted to share them with anybody who even just wants to use them for a road trip or car camping or something this summer. It doesn't really matter how you travel. Some of these can be really useful when you are on the road, whether it's for the weekend or road trip or long term, like full time. So the first one is going to be my weather app. I'm in love with my weather app. I'm constantly using it. I talked about it a lot in my how I travel with the weather, but weather is something I think about all the time. I'm constantly checking it. I have maxed out my list on the weather app of places you can have because I like to see where the weather is changing in some of my favorite spots or just in places I haven't been before, so I can kind of catch the good weather and maybe make a trip to that location whenever I can see that the weather has gotten really good or that there's going to be a break in the weather. I can go visit. Just self-explanatory, the weather app. Also, it advises you of like wind advisories, severe thunderstorms, etc. So it's always nice to have that pulled up when you get to a new area. My second favorite app is Campendium. I use Campendium the most because I started in an RV, but Campendium is where I find a lot of my free campsites. Campendium has a ton of information on it. It is geared a little bit more towards RVers rather than car campers, but any camping spot listed on there, if it fits a big rig RV, it's definitely going to fit little old me and my Honda. So I feel really comfortable using the Campendium app. There's also a lot of paid and free campground options. So maybe you're somebody who doesn't mind paying for a spot or something like that, and you want reviews on certain RV parks. If you can't find them, they might be listed on Campendium. You never know. Also, people leave reviews on cell coverage and like the conditions of the roads. People upload pictures, so it's an all-around great app to use. People seem to be very active on the app, like leaving reviews than some of the other ones I've tried. The third one I use the most is iOverlander. So iOverlander also has listed free campsites, but iOverlander also has filters for so many other things. So there's showers, water, even like security checkpoints, things like that that are listed on the app. There's just so many things you can find using iOverlander, and it's very user-based. So a lot of places that wouldn't be on Campendium are also listed on iOverlander. There are a few campsites that like overlap on Campendium and iOverlander, but iOverlander is more geared towards van lifers and car lifers rather than RVers. So a lot of the campsites on iOverlander are like quick pull-offs, quick overnights, like Walmarts you can stay in, Cracker Barrels, things like that. So the reviews on them are more like, the police are really present, you might get kicked out, I camped here for 2 nights and I was told no on the third. But it's always really good to be aware of the different kinds of apps you can use as you're traveling. The next app I recently started using is Rest Stops, which is basically a review app of the rest stops that you would just pull over on the side of the road, which is actually really cool to be able to have those all at your fingertips, because some people list rest areas on Campendium, some people don't. There's some on iOverlander, but mostly not. So to have a dedicated app just for rest areas, especially because rest areas, for me at least, are kind of a last minute decision if I'm making like a long haul from one area to another, it is kind of nice to be able to scroll through really quick how other people's time went at that specific rest area that you're pulling into. So that's one that I've been using a lot recently. The next two I have on my list kind of go hand in hand. They are the Loves Travel app and the Pilot Travel app. For both of those truck areas, they are not only great for like good deals on like snacks and things like that. They also list the gas prices so you can know what to predict, and they can show you which ones are RV friendly, how many parking spaces they have available, etc. So this is a tip I actually picked up from Katie Carney years and years and years ago, because I think she mostly overnights at Loves and Pilots, and she kind of had the trick that she told her viewers, which I'll pass on to you, is that she looks to see how many parking spaces are open to see if it's a very big travel center or a very small one, because the very big ones tend to allow overnights, and you can kind of blend in a little bit better with overnights. So I've always kind of kept these in my back pocket on my road trips, and I wanted to pass them on to you as well. This next app I have just recently started using. I'm not sure if it's a new app or if they've just kind of poured a lot of time and money into marketing or something, that I've just recently heard about it, but it's called GetUpside, and it actually gives you cash back for certain gas stations that you use. So we all know gas prices right now are really high. I'm filming this April 1st, 2022, and this app actually shows you which gas stations are partnered with GetUpside, and all you have to do is check into the gas station and just use your debit or credit card, or you can upload a receipt from that gas station and actually get a certain amount of cash back through PayPal from using that specific gas station. So if you want to try that out, I do have a referral code so we can get even more money off for gas. The next one I use is OpenSignal. So it's not a foolproof method, but I do use it in conjunction with Campendium to see the cell service of an area that I'm going to. So I have T-Mobile, and you can select the T-Mobile category and it'll pull up how good the signal is in a certain area that you're going, and then I usually overlay the T-Mobile map on Campendium to see kind of how everything matches up, to make sure I have enough at least to make an emergency phone call, get on TikTok, maybe upload a video from my campsite instead of having to drive into town. I am always checking on cell signal because it is part of my job and it's part of our daily life at this point. So I don't ever mind being out in nature and enjoying nature without my phone, but at this point in 2022, it is a safety feature as well to be able to access your phone and to be able to call if you need to. I'm just most comfortable traveling to places that at least have 1 or 2 bars of cell signal. I don't need to be able to like download a full movie or something, but I do like to have a little bit so I feel safe. Now these next ones are a little fun, but I am going to add them in here because they are something I use fairly often. So I use the McDonald's app actually a lot recently. I had known about the app, but I didn't know how much money you would save at McDonald's. I went live on TikTok at one point and complained about like the prices of hash browns or something, that they had gone up, and someone told me to download the McDonald's app and that you could get 99-cent coffee and you could use 1 coupon a day for it. So a lot of the times when I'm swinging through places, I will get 99-cent coffee or other deals that they have, whether it's just free fries or a deal on a burger and fries or something else that they have going on. Grabbing a 99-cent coffee at McDonald's just using their app saves me money in the long run instead of going to Starbucks or even, grabbing energy drinks or something from the gas station. And the trick I use, I did see multiple people say that they use this trick as well, but I'm going to also pass it on to you, is that I just order my coffee black, and because I have my fridge and my oat milk and all of the things that I like to put in my coffee already in the car, I just get the full amount of black coffee, whether it's iced or hot, and I just put my oat milk in it, my sweetener, if I have any creamer that I like or whatever. You can kind of doctor it up yourself on the road instead of trying to get the mix you like. Now, I know a lot of people don't like McDonald's coffee, and that's totally fine, but for something fast and easy on the road, it doesn't matter to me. As long as it's caffeinated, I'm all right. My next app is going to be the Peacock app. So when I do have enough cell phone service, I watch most of my shows on the Peacock app. This isn't sponsored or anything, but I don't have like 1,000,001 TV apps. I really only use Peacock because I can watch Below Deck on there. That's really the only show that I watch, the entire Below Deck franchise, I guess we can call it now at this point, like Below Deck Med, Below Deck Down Under, Below Deck Sailing Yacht. I watched them all. Don't worry, I've caught up now with all of them, and they're just kind of like something that I can put on. And there's also like The Office and Saturday Night Live and things like that that I can put on to make me feel like a little bit connected with the world when I do want to just hang out and watch TV. My second to last app is obviously one that I use fairly frequently because it is my Planet Fitness app. So it's how I find where nearest Planet Fitnesses are. It's obviously how I check in to go use the shower most of the time. Sometimes even if there's just areas that like don't have good access to public restrooms, I'll just run in and use the restroom. Or maybe if it's late at night or something, or I slept funny, I'll go like lay in the massage beds or something. I feel like the Planet Fitness app, I know a lot of people don't love Planet Fitness, and I agree there are a lot of cons that come with the Planet Fitness, you know, membership thing that we all have going on, but for me, I do like to use it. I'll obviously continue to keep my membership because of the access to the showers and everything like that. So. And the last one I have on my list is my Spotify, because I've been a Spotify user since like college, probably, when Spotify came out. I am not an Apple Music person. I'm a Spotify person through and through, but that is where I have all my podcasts lined up. That is where I have all my music lined up, and I like it because I have been using it so long. It's pretty well curated to me in my taste, and also I have episodes of podcasts and music downloaded for areas where I can't stream very well. So say I, you know, I'm just hanging out at my campsite and I don't really have enough service to stream TV or anything else, I can throw on a podcast in the background or music in the background and read and hang out or just relax, and I can still be like entertained without having to watch something on my phone. So those are all the apps that I use pretty regularly on the road. I'm sure there's more cool ones out there, so if you know of more, definitely leave them below. I always like finding out about new apps, and anything that helps make this lifestyle easier, I always want to know about, so please let me know what your favorites are as well. And I hope this helps some of you find some new stuff for this summer or any upcoming travels, or even if you decide to get on the road full time, I hope this helps you as well. And we will see you guys on the next one. Bye!